Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So guys, yesterday you learned about that first come first serve algorithm. Today you learn shortest job next scheduling algorithm. Shortest job next, that is also a non-primitive scheduling algorithm, and here the priority task is that the job, the process which have the shortest time it do the processing of that task. The thing is that it is much more good algorithm than first come first serve algorithm. But it is impossible to implement in interactive system where required CPU time is not known. Sometimes it is happen that CPU does not know that how much time the processor is actually needed to run that task, to run the process at that point of time. Shortest job next scheduling algorithm is not possible to apply. Now come to the algorithm. Okay. So first of all, look at the arrival time. I have 4 process, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the arrival time. All of the process arrival time is 0. So the algorithm name is shortest job next scheduling algorithm. Means the process which is the smallest one, the processor will execute that process first. So for that reason, first of all, the smallest process which is bus time is 3. So first it will go for process 4. Then the smallest bus time which is 6. So it go for process 1. Then the smallest bus time which is process 3. It go for process 3. Then the next process which is bus time 8. So it is process 2. So first of all, the smallest bus time is process 3. So the completing time of process 3 is 0 plus 3 is 3.
Ma'am, assalamu alaikum. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, assalamu alaikum.
So whenever it is about the
Ma'am,
shortest
assalamu
job,
alaikum.
what do you want to tell? Why you interrupting me?
Ma'am, I'm so sick, ma'am. Ma'am, fever problem, whole body pain, and ma'am, cough problem.
So write down your name, ID and your problem and also mail me. Okay, so whenever it is shortest job next scheduling algorithm, first of all your duty is to check that which process have the smallest job. So process 4 is the smallest job. So I take my process 4 first. So the completing time is 0 plus 3 equal to 3. Then I go for the next process which has the smallest job, that is my process 1. So bus time is 6. 6 plus 3 equal to 9. Completing time is 9. Then I go for my process 3. So I write down process 3. So 9 plus 7 equal to 16. At the end, I go for my process 2. So 16 plus 8 equal to 24. So guys, do you have any question in this algorithm? Guys, do you have any question in this algorithm? You have to tell yes or no.
No, ma'am. Got it.
No, ma'am.
Then come to this next algorithm. This is another example of shortest of next scheduling algorithm. Now, the previous one, when there was the arrival time in the previous one, all of the arrival time was 0. Means all of the process will come in the same arrival time. But in this example, you can see that the arrival time is not same. Different process arrive different time. So for shortest of next scheduling, it should be different from the previous one example. The thing is that you can see at first my process 1 is come at 1 second. From 0 to 1 second there was no process was there. So that's why from 0 to 1 it is our processor is waiting in here. At 1 second my first process is come. So I will go for my first process, though its burst time is highest. But within 1 second, no one is come. So I go for my first process, so 7 plus 1 is 8 the completing time. Now within 8 seconds, my other 4 processes are come. As my other 4 processes are come within 8 seconds, now I will go for the priority according which process have the smallest schedule. So process 3 is the smallest time, so I put process 3. 9 plus 1, 8 plus 1 equal to 9, so completing time is 9. Then I go for my process 4. So 9 plus 2 equal to 11, so completing time is 11. Then I move on for my process 2. So 5 plus 11 equal to 16, the completing time. And at last I will go for my process 5, which burst time 8, so 16 plus 8 equal to 24. So guys, in this example, do you have any question?
Ma'am, will you repeat the whole thing, ma'am?
See, in the previous one, the arrival time was same. Whenever the arrival time same, so your priority is the smallest process. That which process have the small, you will go for that process. That arrival time is different. Whenever arrival time is different, at that point of time, for the process which is come first, because within 1 second only my first process is come, none of them were come. So that's why I will go for my first process and complete the processing of the first process. After 8 seconds, within 8 seconds, my other 4 processes were come. So now I will go for the process which have the smallest burst time. Do you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now all of you turn on your microphone and tell me what will be the answer for this. So look at here according to this chart. So which process I will go for first still.
Ma'am, number, ma'am. Third
Yeah.
one, ma'am.
So first we go for process 3. So arrival time 1, bus time 2. 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Then which process I go next?
Ma'am, first one, ma'am.
Yes, then I go for process 1. So 3 plus 3 equal to 6. Then which process?
Ma'am, second, ma'am.
Yes, because the bus time is same for process 2 and process 4. As the bus time is same, then I go for that which process arrive first. As my process 2 is arrive first, so I go for my process 2. So 6 plus 4, 10. Then I go for my process 4, which is 4 plus 10 equal to 410. So this is the shortest job next scheduling. After completing all of the algorithm, I will provide you assignment with the develop of the algorithm, that is depend on all types of algorithms. So you have to submit the assignment. Then the next algorithm that you learn, which is shortest remaining time scheduling. Now the thing is, guys, previously the two algorithms that you learn, first one is the first come first serve, second one is the shortest job next. Both of them are non-primitive scheduling algorithm, means whenever the processor start to process or start to work with one process at that point of time, it does not stop the execution. But whenever it is primitive scheduling algorithm, according to the priority, the processor will stop the execution of the current program and it can move on for the execution of the next program. So shortest remaining time scheduling in this algorithm, the thing which is that the process which have caused the smallest bus time, which have the smallest bus time, at that point of time you cannot go for the another process. You have to take the smallest bus time process. Now if you look the algorithm, then you find that how you can move on for the shortest remaining time scheduling algorithm. So now come to the point of shortest remaining time scheduling algorithm. So first of all, you have to look at the arrival time and then you have to go for the bus time. The shortest remaining time scheduling priority is the smallest bus time. But here the process number 4 has the smallest bus time. Arrival time is 4 seconds. Before 4 seconds already other 3 processes are come. First of all, at 0 second my first process is already come. So I put my first process. After 1 second my second process is come. When my first process was running at 1 second, 4 second was remaining. And when at 1 second my process to come, 3 bus time is 3. So 3 is smaller than 4. So I stop the execution of process 1 and I go for the process 2. So completing time of process 2 will be 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Now within 4 seconds my process 3 and process 2 come. Now the smallest bus time is my process 4. So I go for the process 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Then two processes are waiting, process 3 and process 1. Now the least time of process 1 is 4. That was not executing, and the time of process 3 also 4. Both of them bus time now 4. As both of them bus time is now 4. So at that point of time, the thing is that the process that is at the waiting step. So at first I take my process 1. So 5 plus 4 equal to 9. Then I go for process 3. So 9 plus 4 equal to 13. So the completing time of process 1 is 9. Completing time of process 3 is 13. Completing time of process 4 is 5. Completing time of process 2 is 4. Now there is another thing you need to figure it out. What is the response time, RT? Response time represents CPU fast execution time minus arrival time. CPU fast execution time means when first the processor take the process. So when my process 1 go in the processor at 0 second. So 0 minus arrival time 0, it is 0. Then for process 2, when it first go to the processor at 1 second and arrival time is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. When my process 4 go to the processor at 4 second and arrival time is 2. Sorry, when my process 4 come to the processor, it is 4 second and arrival time is 4. So 4 minus 4 equal to 0. Then my process 3. When my process 3 first come to the processor at 9 second, arrival time was 2. So 9 minus 2 equal to 7. Do you have any case?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then all of you turn on your microphone and tell the answer. So according to this table, tell me which process I will go for first.
Process 1.
Yeah, first I will go for process 1. So now tell how much time my process 1 will be executing.
Second, ma'am.
Yes, 2 seconds. Because within 2 seconds my process 2 is come. So after 2 seconds the remaining time of process 1 for 5 and the bus time of process 2 is 4. So which is the smallest? Tell.
Second one, ma'am, is small.
Second one. So I will take the process 2, the second one. So now think that how much time it will execute the process 2.
Ma'am, 2 seconds, ma'am. Then, ma'am, 3 will come, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely right. So it will go for 2 seconds because within 4. Process 4 is already, process 3 is already come. And the bus time is also smallest. So 4 plus 1 equal to 5. And within 5 seconds, now see my process 4 is there, process 1 and process 2 are waiting. Now tell, I move on for the which process next?
And second one, ma'am.
Yes, my process 2. Because it is the smallest burst time. So 2 plus 5 equal to 7. Then which process?
Ma'am, fifth, ma'am.
Yes, then process 4. So 7 plus 4 equal to 11. And at end, process 1, which is 5 plus 11, 16. So the completing time of process 1 is 16. Process 4 is 11. Process 2 is 7. And process 3 is 5. So remember guys, whenever it is the primitive scheduling algorithm, this is a primitive scheduling algorithm. At that point of time, you have to remember you can stop the execution when it is running. You learn about interrupt, that whenever a process user program is already done, because of some priority issue, the processor is stop the execution of the current user program. Whenever the processor is executing the process and whenever it is follow the primitive scheduling algorithm and especially the shortest remaining time scheduling, at that point of time it needs the smallest time. So within different time, and the processor only wait for the smallest process. So it will start the processing, but within the time, if it is found another process came at the queue which is more smaller than it, so it will stop the execution and go for that process. That is the way you have to do the algorithm for shortest remaining time scheduling. So guys, do you have any question in this algorithm? Okay, so at home all of you read about this round robin scheduling, the algorithm, that how it is happen and what is happening here. So when at the class I discussed it with you, it will be easy for you to understand. Taking your attendance today, I will announce your first term result. So don't leave the classroom after the attendance. Serial 1,
Yes, ma'am.
2, serial 4, five, serial 7,
Yes, ma'am.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Yes, ma'am.
16.
Ma'am, 12 present, ma'am. 12.
Later on, 16,
Yes, ma'am.
17,
Ma'am, 6.
17, 18,
Present, ma'am.
19,
Yes, ma'am.
20,
Present, ma'am.
21, 22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24,
Yes, ma'am.
25, 26, 27,
Yes, ma'am.
28,
Yes, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Yes, ma'am.
31, 32,
Yes, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
34,
Present, please.
35,
Ma'am, he is facing another problem.
36, 37,
Yes, ma'am.
38, 39,
Yes, ma'am.
40, 41,
Present, ma'am.
42. Guys, any more left?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, 12 present, ma'am.
Then
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
serial
serial
5 and
five
6
present.
present. 5 and 6.
Ma'am, serial 4 also present.
guys,
Ma'am, 36.
okay, any more? Okay, just wait. I will announce your first term result.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I miss my attendance. 42.
Any more? Okay, the thing is that your exam time was from 11:45 to 12:45. Only some students submit the copy within the time. So those students got 100 out of 100. 2 students submit the copy after 1:30. They got 80, and others who submit between 12:50 to within 1:29, I give them 85. So serial 15 and 14, both of you get 80 because you submit after 1:30. It is too late. And serial 35, 39, 12, 7, 4, 30, 27, 40, 18. All of you got 100 out of 100 and others got 85. If you have any question regarding your exam, you can ask.
Madam, what about serial 9?
You got 85.
Okay, madam.
Ma'am, serial 5.
Which serial?
Ma'am, 5.
Serial 5, 85.
Ma'am, serial 7.
Serial 700.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, serial
37.
Serial 33.
Ma'am, 42.
Okay, 1 second. 33, 85, 42, 85.
Ma'am, serial 3.
serial 30.
Ma'am,
28, 85.
Ma'am, 12.
Ma'am, 37.
Ma'am, serial
Which serial? One by one. Which serial?
37.
22 ma'am.
Ma'am, 12.
Okay, 12 you got 100, 37 you got 85.
Ma'am,
Okay, ma'am.
22 ma'am.
30.
Ma'am, serial 8.
Serial 8 you got 85.
Ma'am, serial 3.
Ma'am, serial 18.
18 you got 100, serial 3 you got 85.
Ma'am, 22
Ma'am, serial
ma'am.
30. Serial 6.
6 got 85. 85.
Serial 34.
34, 85.
Ma'am, serial 30, ma'am.
Serial
30 you got 100. 30 you got 100.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
22 ma'am.
Ma'am,
22 you got 85.
Ma'am, 23.
85.
Ma'am, serial 20.
Which serial?
Ma'am, 38.
38 you got 85.
Ma'am, serial 20.
20 you got 85.
Ma'am, serial 24.
85. So learn it guys. You must have to submit your copy within the time. There is midterm, there is final. If you do the same thing, also the same way your mark will be deducted. 2 students got 80, which is serial 15 and 14. They submit very late, and others who got 85, they submitted within 1250, within 129. I deduct 15 marks from them.